Melania Trump in the 20 days leading up to the inauguration, President Donald Trump's second inauguration, January 20th, 2025. We're here on the red carpet, and we should have some high-profile guests walking through shortly.
They are, and I wish, like you, that these models would give them a better fair shake. Yes. But at least they got a way in.
They should.
Okay, thank you.
Nice to see you. Thank you. Hey.
Here comes former New Jersey Attorney Alina Habba.
Hi. How are you? Sure. Hi, how are you?
We know the Trump family very well.
Yes.
I was thinking today, Melania Trump is one of the most publicized figures in American life, but one of the least well-known.
Right.
What do you think that people will learn from watching this film?
Probably what I know, which is that she's incredibly smart. She is very respected. Anybody that's around the president and her knows that he tremendously respects her, not just as his wife and the first lady, but she's smart. She knows what she's talking about. And I think that the fact that this is the first time that she, as somebody who's a very private person, who's always held herself out with grace despite what anybody has said about her, about her family, the fact that she's allowing the world to see a side of her that usually isn't seen unless you're in that close circle, I think it's a beautiful thing, and I'm really excited to watch it.
Can you think of an example of some time in the recent past where the First Lady has given the President some advice that made him think one thing rather than another?
Well, you know damn well that as a lawyer and as the President's former attorney, I would never give away secrets. But I think that, look, this is a side of her in 20 days, which we're leading up to the administration, the second administration, where most people would not, unless you're in the administration, get to see some of the workings of how much work there is going into that. And she's a big part of that. And she's a big part of the president's life, obviously, and she's a great mom, and I'm excited. I'm excited for everybody to see her poise inside and out.
Lastly, President okay with playing second fiddle to his wife this evening?
Absolutely. I think so, absolutely. I mean, he's a huge supporter of strong women, and his wife is the epitome of that. So, of
Alina,
course.
thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Good to see you. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you.
Great to see you as well. So big premiere tonight of the Melania movie.
Yes.
We've already seen some outlets, pushing some negative coverage of this.
Shocking, really.
Yeah, exactly. And the film hasn't even come out yet. What do you have to say to the naysayers already?
Well, I'm not sure how you naysay something you haven't seen. That's a new level of low. I think that, look, the reality of the situation is that she's allowing an open door into something that she never has, and that's amazing. This is something that most people will never see. It's the 20 days leading up to going back to the White House. It's an experience that I think everybody should appreciate the journey and understand that she, as the First Lady, is thrown into all these situations and just handles everything with such grace and dignity, including all the negative press that people throw at her family and at everybody, and it's getting old quick. But I'm excited to see it. I know what a beautiful person she is inside and out, and I hope that gets relayed by Brett Ratner through this movie. I'm sure he'll do a great job.
Sure thing. And what can MAGA do to prove these outlets wrong?
I think people are going to need to come see it. I think once you see it, you'll get to know a little bit of her, and you'll see what a beautiful First Lady we have. Honestly, see it. You got to see it.
Awesome. Alina Habba, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. How are you? Oh, Badgley, Michigan. It'll get busy.
What's a side of Melania that viewers may not have seen before that you're hoping they'll get out of this documentary today?
I think people don't appreciate how. There's so much, but I think people don't appreciate how dignified you have to be to take the amount that she has to deal with just by being a product of the President of the United States' wife. And she has her own brand, and that brand is really unscathed. She is just dignified, poised, and I really am excited for people to see that. She's incredibly smart. And I'm sure there's going to be something that shows you what a good mother she is, and I truly, genuinely say that as a mom who's spent time with her and seen how much she loves her son and what kind of a parent she is. I mean, nothing gets in the way of her when it comes to her family. Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Sure.
There's a lot of USA Today. So
Hi.
nice to be speaking with you.
Good to see you.
If there's, one thing.
And we have a whole array of guests coming down throughout the evening here at the Melania premiere, the world premiere. I believe we see Secretary of Agriculture Brooke Rollins making her way down. So we'll see if we can grab her for a quick conversation.
Got time for a way in? Sure. Real quick, something here. Thank you. You're rolling, we're good to go?
I want to do the
Yes.
Good to go? Hold it. So we'll talk maybe first. Okay. So I'm calling this is the night of boss ladies. It's all about a boss lady, Melania. You're a boss lady as well.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, it's so exciting. Listen, I'm so excited to see the movie, but I have known the First Lady for years now. So to see all of her hard work, to be captured like this for her legacy and her heart, I'm just so proud of her.
She's a very private person.
Very
And
proud.
obviously we can understand why.
Yes.
When the president treats you very fairly, and you're
That's
a mom, and
Yeah,
a
you're
woman.
protecting your children and your
Protecting yourself
family.
as a man.
Yeah.
What's something that you will be able to take away? She wants you, but hearing from our first lady, she's been out there in the public eye and so forth.
She has. You know, I've always respected so much. She's just always defined everything you want to get out. What she thought was best for her family, for her son. As a fellow mom and as a fellow, we're almost exactly the same age. We just, and really in the highest points of being in this world, we've had a president, but also the lowest points. You know, being at Mar-a-Lago in early 2021, we didn't know what the future held, but she has always been the same person. Very strong, very thoughtful, very smart, very brave. She just does it her way.
Off topic from the film, since I have you here.
Yes.
I've got to ask a question. Thank you. Coming from a farming community in Ohio.
You guys need a photo together.
That
You guys need a photo. Do you have your phone?
grateful for this family.
But you standing here with your glasses, if you want me to take one.
Yeah, you know, the One Big Beautiful Bill included a massive investment in rural America. And a lot of people don't understand what a game changer that is. You know, the bill was
Just do it
focused
live
on
with one
cutting
of them.
government,
We can.
returning power to the people. But there was a big chunk of it that was actually
You're still
investing
rolling on this?
$250
Film you?
million.
Oh, I was going to say I was going to take a picture of you guys. Straight.
Whether increasing reference prices for our row crop farmers, whether
This?
$50
Oh, wait.
billion Dr. Oz is leaving.
I took your photo.
Healthcare, 2
That's
million
funny.
farms now
That's
exempted
cool.
from the death tax. I mean, it's just
That's
one
awesome.
investment after another. This president is so focused on rural America and our farmers and our ranchers and our ag community. We really believe the best is yet to come for a lot of reasons, but for rural America, which is the heart of our country, I just couldn't be more excited and proud of what we're doing for our people. Yeah. Thank you. So great to be with y'all. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Sure.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good to see you.
You too.
So, what is your message to tens of millions of Trump voters about, this film Melania? We're here at the world premiere tonight.
We are so excited to be here at this world premiere about this film. And for me, I mean, the First Lady is a personal friend of mine for years now, been such a supporter of my work. Previously, of course, I'm a huge supporter of her work on Be Best in the first term and what she's doing now. But I'm excited for the world to see her heart and what an incredibly thoughtful, smart, amazing woman she is. And so, the message is we're fighting for you, and the best is really yet to come.
Absolutely. And it was a busy day for you and the rest of the cabinet.
It
You're
was.
coming pretty much straight from a cabinet
Yes,
meeting.
that's true, from the White House.
Yeah, absolutely. And President Trump has held now 10 cabinet meetings.
Yes.
Joe Biden held 9
Yes.
throughout his whole term. So what does that say just about, the transparency of this administration?
And it's funny because the 10 cabinet meetings we have had have lasted between 3 and 4 hours. So I think all in, we have probably had more cabinet interaction and meetings. Of course, we know that in all 4 years of Joe Biden, but I would argue of any presidency or administration ever. And you can feel the respect and the love in the room and the work for America and the transparency of it all. There is nothing to hide. We are fighting for the American people. And I think you saw that again today. Cabinet meeting number 10.
Number 10.
Number 10.
Secretary Rollins, thank you so much.
Thank you. Really nice to
Enjoy
see
the
you.
movie.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Yes.
How did you guys all pull off the quick change, getting from the cabinet meeting to here? Was there like a sharing of rolling brushes or like
Yes.
makeup?
Yes. Changing in the car. Yes. Well, I think there are 7 women on this cabinet. So yes, we are all very flexible and adaptable, and you kind of have to be in this world. So yeah, thank you.
Yes. Can I ask you who you're wearing tonight? Or what
This is Ralph Lauren.
Great.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everybody.
You're positive, right? I'm not going to mention
We have coming up here House Speaker Mike Johnson of Louisiana, and it looks like Secretary Bobby Kennedy Jr. is right behind him.
Lee, nice to see you. First and foremost, let's talk about the film. I don't think this was I don't think this was
This is one of the things that's very exciting, especially about this. This is very, some insight of the amazing first lady. We'll run a few things with inside astute of a strong, confident woman, great mom,
Thank you.
Great spouse.
You Newsmax.
An amazing first lady.
And I'm NBC.
No, I know. Your name? Oh, you're with Newsmax. And you're.
I might get him. If I do, pushing a one shot on him.
We're just sort of like, we just sort of spread out a little bit because we're so tight. And Hollywood reporters coming in and out. So
Fine.
it's just easier for our shots. Otherwise, we're all in each other's shots. We're all live.
I understand.
About to go live on
Okay.
He's like, hey, Carl, you caught us at a great time. Look what we've got here, the head of the Kennedy Center, Trump Kennedy Center, I should say.
I'm not sure we could have even
Hi,
planned
I'm
this.
Chloe Melas with NBC News. It's nice to meet you. President Donald Trump just posting on. Hi,
tremendous night.
nice to meet you. I'm Chloe Melas with NBC News. You look so beautiful. President Trump, obviously, as you know, posting on Truth Social that it appears that a deal has been struck to avoid a government shutdown. Can you tell us what you know?
You know,
I hope that's true.
tonight
I
we
was
want
with the president for about 3 hours yesterday in the Oval Office, and we were on the phone with Chuck Schumer and Leader Thune and Tom Homan. There was a lot of discussion there. I thought it was productive, and I certainly hope that the shutdown can be avoided. We'll see. The Senate is meeting tonight, and I'll obviously have to react to that, whatever comes out of it. But I certainly hope that they'll pass our 12 appropriations bills that we sent over. The House did that. It was a big achievement. We did it in bipartisan fashion, and I think it should be respected by the other chamber.
So you're confident that if President Trump is posting this on Truth Social, that a deal will go through, has gone through, and he says in his post that it will be through September.
Well, what I understand it to be, I haven't seen the Truth Post, but what I thought was going to happen is that the 5 of the bills, the 6 that remain in the Senate, would be broken out from the Homeland bill separately, and that they would be sending us some sort of continuing resolution on the Homeland bill, because there's some negotiation or discussion that will be had between the president and Democrats. So we'll see how that shakes out. But the jury's still out. We'll see what develops.
So I also want to ask you about this film. I mean, it's quite unprecedented to have the First Lady give this sort of access. Amazon paying millions of dollars to acquire the film. What do you make of it, and what do you think audiences are going to think?
I think this will be a landmark film. We're excited about it because we often say we wish everyone could know the Trumps, the president and the First Lady as we know them, because we interact with them personally all the time. And we will say this about the First Lady: she's one of the most gracious people we know. She's very dignified and poised, and she gets attacked all the time politically, but she takes it in stride, and she's a great, I think, a great model for other women and a great representative for America. So this will be a great film.
And critics though are saying that Amazon is trying to kind of curry favor with the White House by acquiring it for so much money and spending tens of millions of dollars to promote it too. What would you say to critics?
Amazon is a business, and they're in the business to make money, and I think they will make money on this film. But it also has has an inestimable value, in my view, for its cultural impact. I mean, to have a documentary of a first lady, sort of a behind-the-scenes portrayal, which apparently what this is, I haven't seen it yet. I think there's great value to that, and I think it transcends dollar figures. I think Amazon's done a good thing for the culture.
Thank you so much.
Speaker Johnson, they say behind every great man is a great woman.
Yes.
Is that what this movie is about?
I suppose so. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet, but I can tell you it's true in my household. This is my wife, Kelly, and she's the brains of the outfit.
What do you think Americans will learn from this film that they don't know about the First Lady of the United States?
I assume that they'll see the personal side that we know and appreciate so much, and that's a great thing. I think the American people, many of them don't know what a gem they have in this First Lady, and I hope this film will help explain it.
Mr. Speaker, this is a time of upheaval in the entertainment business. There is a proposal, Netflix merging with Warner Brothers. What's your opinion on that? Are you concerned about that merger, or are you concerned about the Paramount merger?
I'm not going to get in the middle of those negotiations. I mean, I think the entertainment industry is an important one. It's something that America leads on, and American film is copied and appreciated around the globe. I'm a free market conservative. I like competition, and I think a lot of people in the marketplace is good because it ultimately produces better product. Competition is good. But with regard to this specific merger, I'll have to let the experts determine that. I've got enough on my hands dealing with that.
I wanted to ask why it was important for you to be here tonight to support.
Well, we count the president and the first lady not just as, we don't see them just as leaders of the country, but as friends, and we want to support them in everything they do. And the first lady deserves it. She is a great person, very graceful. She's been very gracious to us, and we're happy to stand with her at any time.
Does the timing of this give you pause?
No, this is pre-planned. She can't account for weather events and madness in Congress. She's doing her thing. So we applaud it. We're here to support it, and we're excited to be here.
And Mr. Speaker, when you hear Hakeem Jeffries say Secretary Noem needs to be put on ice,
I think Hakeem needs to cool the rhetoric. He's my friend and colleague. We talked yesterday. We're trying to navigate through all this together, and I think the Secretary is doing a good job in a very difficult time. When we're trying to enforce federal immigration law, and you have local and state officials who are impeding that and actually encouraging American citizens to stand against law enforcement, it creates a dangerous situation, and that'd be a hard job for anybody.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you. Hey, Nick. Good.
We just saw that the announcement of this deal. Just reports of it are coming out. How quickly can the House pass the spending deal that the White House just cut with Senate Democrats?
Well, we have a 72-hour notice of return. That's a rule, and that's very important right now, especially when another winter storm is headed to D.C. and we got people literally spread out around the world. But we'll deal with that as soon as we can. Probably it looks like floor action on Monday. But we want to get the government funded, and I stand with the president on what he's done, and we'll see what develops. I haven't seen the details yet. Obviously, it just happened.
Absolutely, and we're at the world premiere of the Melania film.
Yes.
What is something about the First Lady, some qualities that you've gotten to see that you hope shine through in this film, and the American people can learn?
Well, we've said a few times that we often wish that everybody could know the Trumps that we know because we spend a lot of time with them. On the personal side, and Melania is one of the greatest people we know. She's gracious and humble, and she cares so much about America, and I hope that all that comes through in this film. We haven't seen it yet, but we're excited to see it.
Great. Speaker Johnson, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Sure.
Character, not at all, not the least. Close to the kind of caricature that appears in the press, so I'm really excited about seeing parts of it.
Secretary Kennedy, what do you think Americans would be surprised about when it comes to the First Lady after watching this film?
Well, I haven't watched the film, so I don't know. I have no idea what's in it, but I have nothing but admiration for the First Lady. I was saying earlier, she's been portrayed as this kind of one-dimensional character, but that's not who she is. She's been incredibly kind to me and Cheryl since we moved to Washington. She's been one of the primary motivators and drivers within the administration for my agenda for children's health, for better food. I've worked with her a lot on foster care, which is her passion. And, I'm excited to learn more about her. I'm coming in here.
Thank you, Senator.
Mr. Kennedy, I'm Chloe Malas with NBC News. How are you doing?
I'm good.
We are here tonight at the newly renamed Trump Kennedy Center, but there has been a lot of criticism, even within your own family, of that renaming. What are your thoughts on the renaming in general and the criticism it's received?
Well, I was around when the Kennedy Center was built, and it was built as a memorial to my uncle because of his commitment to the arts and his commitment to make America a cultural center for the world, and to broadcast American culture to the rest of the world. And President Trump has that same aspiration. He's putting a lot of resources in the center. For me, I feel like I have bigger fish to fry. If I can save the life of one child, that's more important than the name of a building.
And then,
Mr. Secretary, Nick Gilbertson, Breitbart News. So we've already seen some outlets come out with some negative press on this film, and it hasn't even come out yet. What are your thoughts on that?
I haven't seen the film, so I wouldn't be able to comment intelligently about it till I see it.
Absolutely. And it was a busy day for you and the rest of the cabinet. You guys had a cabinet meeting earlier today. It was the 10th cabinet meeting of the Trump administration in just over a year. President Joe Biden had 9 in 4 years. What does that just say about the transparency of this administration?
I think this is the most transparent administration in my lifetime, and probably in American history. We've never had a president who does 2 or 3 press conferences a day and answers any question and doesn't make restrictions on them and has long-form interviews with people. So I'm proud to be a member of it. I'm proud of the other members of the team. I think it's I'm constantly awe-stricken by the amount of talent that's in the room, the amount of commitment to make our country better, the courage that people show in really tackling vested interests, corporations that are overreaching, and how much we've gotten done in 1 year. I don't think objectively you can name another administration, maybe the first 100 days of FDR's administration, but other than that, I don't think there's anybody who's even close to competitive with the amount of just the pure number of the impact that President Trump has had on our country.
Absolutely. Secretary Kennedy, thank you.
Secretary Kennedy, hi, Kara with the Washington Post. Wondering what you're excited to see tonight and why you came out to the premiere.
Well, I wanted to support Melania. She's been really kind to me and Cheryl since we moved to Washington. She's been probably one of the primary drivers within the administration for my agenda for children's health, for their welfare, for better food for all Americans. I work very closely with her on foster care issues, which is her great passion. And, I've come to learn that she's not the one-dimensional figure that is often portrayed by the press, which is kind of a caricature. There's a lot about her that I don't know, so I'm really happy to be here. And
I'm excited to see the film because I know it's going to be fabulous.
I believe you said today that the Ukrainians feel that they're closer to peace now than they have been in the last 4 years. You recently met with Vladimir Putin. Do you believe that he wants peace?
I think he does. I do. And we saw it in the UAE. We had a trilateral, the Ukrainians, the Russians, and us, Jared and I, running that negotiation with Dan Driscoll, the Secretary of the Army. And we sense that both sides have had enough, that both sides want a deal. Now, it has to be the right deal for both sides. So we're going to have to thread that needle and find what the right deal is that accommodates both. But I think both do want to get this done.
Did Greenland come up in your meeting with Vladimir Putin at all? Did he mention Greenland?
Of course it did. But I think he is supportive of the president's position.
Thank you very much, Mr.
My
Wick.
pleasure.
Enjoy the evening.
Thank you so much. You too.
Mr. Wickoff, what do you think the impact was of the First Lady's letter to
I think it meant a lot to him. He's personally told me so.
Oh, he said he did talk
Absolutely. You're talking about on the children.
Yeah.
Yeah. The First Lady is a great humanitarian. And she talked about, I heard her being interviewed today talking about bringing home more children. I think Vladimir Putin told me that he was touched by her reach out to them directly. And I think that's what was the linchpin in that particular release. So, yeah, it's nice to hear that people are, sensitive to these things.
Greenland.
respond to critics who say that the president's desire to get Greenland only emboldens that?
Well, I don't think that's the case. I think the president thinks it's strategic to the national security interests of the United States, that those are waterways, that if you sort of look from the top of the globe, how important that is, it's a linchpin, a piece of territory. And he really just feels that he can defend it better than others can. But that said, in Davos, Mark Rutte had a meeting with the president. I was attending that meeting, and he discussed some different proposals. The president gave it some consideration, and we're now negotiating. So I think we've reached, hopefully, an accommodation that the country of Denmark can accept, that we view still allows us to protect our national security interests, and we found that accommodation.
Would that be expansion of bases?
I don't know. The military thing is not my thing.
Okay, yeah.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much.
Best of luck to you, Mr. Wood.
Okay.
Special Envoy Wyckoff, Nick
Hi.
Gilbertson, Breitbart News.
You guys are you're big favorites of mine too.
Oh, yeah, well, you're a favorite of ours as well. So you're a longtime friend of President Trump,
Yes.
so our audience knows. What is something, that you want people to learn about the First Lady that you hope comes through in this film?
She's a great human being. She's a great human being. I know her parents. I knew her mom before she passed away. I know her as a mom. Her son Barron is, I think he's a terrific young man. She raised a fabulous son, just as her parents raised a fabulous daughter in her. And I've told her, I've told her parents that, and I've told the First Lady that. And I'm thrilled to see this film, and I think the world is going to learn a lot about the First Lady. That she's a great human being.
Absolutely. And speaking of the world, you and President Trump and the rest of the administration have helped settle de-escalate 8 conflicts or wars around the world. So does that help you? Do you bring momentum from that into the Russia-Ukraine talks?
Well, look, the president sets the table for all of us. I say it. His indomitable spirit, it pervades. It's an overarching sort of quality that he brings to these negotiations, and we get to use that. And the president, I think, feels hopeful that we'll get that Ukraine conflict solved, and we're hopeful too.
Absolutely. And where do things stand on the latest in negotiations that you can tell us about?
Well, we've made a lot of progress from Geneva, a lot. The Ukrainians say so themselves. So I think we're close. Close is not done. I want to stress that, but we've made a lot of progress, and let's be optimistic.
Special Envoy Wyckoff, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
I've seen the same images you see, but I've seen real life images that I'm still, they're ingrained in my memory banks. NDA. Don't ever talk about that, Dr. Oz. I don't have an NDA, but we're very loyal.
I have some money. I don't have money. Oh my God. What's that? Oh, money.
Or we're just sending up here.
God bless you for saying that.
Oh, yeah.
For us to make it easier.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Talk to moms today. They know that their children are struggling more than they do today. Being raised by parents.
She's around.
Make it seamless. And
Yes, I'm sorry.
find completion and productivity is very good. We all want to keep this.
Enjoy the film. And there's the film producer.
Can you come down and grab me some
Breitbart News. How you doing? Good.
Thank you for what you guys do.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. So, quick question. What is something, well, first of all, we've seen a lot of media reports already coming out casting negative coverage on this film when they haven't even seen it yet. What is your response to that? What do you think Maggot can do to, respond to that and show them up?
Why would you judge something you've never seen before? Art comes in many different forms. I think Melania is a spectacular human being, obviously inspirational. She's been very influential in the president's life. And whether you like the president or not, I think you'd be sort of curious about a woman who clearly has fashion sense, right? She's cool under pressure. She's personable and she's kind. I mean, I'd give that person a chance. Plus, I think if this movie reflects what you see in real life, if you're serving the president, it's worth watching.
Absolutely, and we've seen President Trump host 10 cabinet meetings in just over a year now. We've basically the whole cabinet coming here tonight. Just what does that say about the transparency of this administration compared to the last one, which I think had 9 cabinet meetings throughout 4 years?
I've talked to plenty of journalists who say sometimes the president says mean things to us, but he respects us because he talks to us. We're in the business of getting information. So if you're yelling at me, but you're still talking to me, it means you care about me enough that you'll actually take time out of your day and communicate. That's what the cabinet meetings are about. That's why we just had an executive order on substance use disorder, addiction. Again, President's there all the time. He shows up in life. He's a fantastic leader. If my phone goes off right now, I'm pretty sure it's him because he'll say some commentary about this interview or a better idea of how to do it well. And that's the kind of leadership that engenders a passionate support from everybody around him. You notice we don't fight amongst ourselves because we trust the man above us.
Absolutely. Dr. Oz, thank you so much.
God bless.
Enjoy the movie.
Thank you.
So it looks like we have Secretary of the Interior Doug Burgum making his way down here, as well as the director of the film Melania, Brett Ratner.
This is 2017. They're just moving into the White House, and she was so poised. And of course, I learned that.
Hoping to learn about the First Lady from tonight's documentary.
Really excited.
We see the First Lady influencing the President. That doesn't happen by accident. The President is a remarkable human being. Obviously, I serve under him. I see him in many different facets, but her ability to get what she needs out of the President is something I want to learn from because it would come in handy.
So you'll be taking some notes.
I'm lots of notes. I got my recorder.
Okay, gotcha.
God bless.
Thanks so much.
Take care.
Hi. My name is
Secretary Burgum, nice to see you guys. Do you think President Trump would be who he is today if it wasn't for the First Lady of the United States?
Well, they're an iconic couple, and they represent America so well. And from the first second they came down the escalator together to when you see them on the world stage together right now, it's exquisite.
What do you think would surprise people across the country about the First Lady of the United States and how they approach this?
Well, I don't know if it'll shine through, but I mean, she's so intelligent. I mean, I know very few people that speak as many languages as she does. So she understands the globe, she understands business, she understands the president. She's a fantastic representative for our country.
Do you have a relationship with the First Lady?
I do, and I think she's literally the essence of class and just true humility for someone who's beautiful, smart, and cares deeply about youth and the young people of America. So I think she's an incredible woman, and she could possibly make him a better man. He's pretty amazing himself.
Thank you both very much for your time. Enjoy the show tonight.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Secretary, Breitbart News.
Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
Remind me your name.
Nick Gilbertson.
Hey, Nick. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
This
as
is
well.
Catherine, of course.
Nice to meet you, Catherine.
Nice to meet you.
So we've seen, you became fast friends with President Donald Trump after the 2024 campaign, and just what's something about the First Lady that you hope kind of shines through in this film that the American people will get to learn?
Well, I'd say it goes back when Catherine and I were elected governor and first lady of North Dakota in November of 2016. That was the same night that President Trump won his first election for president with Melania. And so we had an opportunity just a couple months later to be invited to the White House. We got the lucky draw. Catherine was sitting by the president. I was sitting by First Lady Melania. And I mean, from that moment on, this is the ultimate power couple because with her intelligence, her poise, the 5 or 8 languages she speaks, I mean, the whole thing is quite mystical. And what they've done together and what they do together and what they've done together for the White House, it's really exceptional.
And we've seen some media outlets already pushing some negative coverage on this film. It hasn't even come out yet. What are your thoughts about that, and what can MAGA do to kind of counteract that negative coverage?
Well, everybody's a critic. At about this president and his life, and so no surprise that when a movie comes out, everyone's going to be a movie critic. But I think I would encourage people to see the movie, and as I understand, a great behind-the-scenes look at someone. First Lady with incredible humility, poise, intelligence, and a great representative for our country.
Absolutely. And just the last thing I want to ask you here, President Trump held a cabinet meeting earlier. He did mention something about you and Secretary Wright, about oil in Venezuela. Just what can you tell us about that?
Well, I think President Trump, when he ran on a platform of, hey, we're going to have energy abundance, we're going to have energy dominance, we're going to be able to sell energy to our friends and allies, they don't have to buy it from our adversaries. And when we do that, it helps stop wars abroad, it helps bring peace to the world, and it helps bring prices down here at home, because energy is part of the food you eat. There's a cost, an energy cost, in the food you eat, the clothes you wear, the car you drive, the home you heat, like this week with a storm. With lower energy prices means lower prices of everything. President Trump understands you can't separate energy from national security, you can't separate it from our economy. His energy diplomacy is going to go down in history. I mean, he's making it happen. Venezuela, with that move, we're moving the geopolitical center of which has always been controlled by oil, from the Middle East back to the Western Hemisphere. Brilliant move on his part.
Absolutely. Secretary Bergman, enjoy the film.
We will. Thank you. Thank you.
Huey. Hey, how are you guys? Good to see you, man. How you been, bro?
Good. How have you been?
Can I give you guys a word? Can I do something?
Yeah, absolutely. We're live right now.
Go ahead, film it.
So we're here with Huey Johnson. Huey, we're here at the world premiere of the Melania film.
Man, aren't we so blessed to be here, too?
Yeah,
I think we're very blessed. And you know what? It's interesting because it's a movie premiere, but it's quiet. It's the calm before the storm.
It is.
Something big's about to happen. What's about to happen? Tell the folks at home what's about to happen.
The Melania premiere is
The Melania premiere is about to happen. Brett Ratner this guy is so talented, too. Like, who don't like the Rush Hour movies, first of all? But when you got a guy like Brett that's really good at making projects, he can entertain. When he takes a documentary and he brings somebody on that's an enigma, people at home want to know more about Melania, don't they? They want to know this beautiful woman's real true story. Who is she and what does she represent? She's such a close confidant to the president, his closest confidant. And this is a rare behind-the-scenes look at that. So I'm really excited for that, man.
Absolutely. And Huey, what do you say to the leftist outlets that are already kind of trying to push some negative coverage of this film when it hasn't even come out yet?
I would say, we're talking about South Africa, aren't we? I heard about South Africa pulling out of the theaters.
Rolling Stone might have had something.
It's their loss. It's their loss. We have so much fun over here. We're the funnest. We're the best looking. We're the elite, like Donald said. We're the elite. I think he's right. We are the elite. And I think that entertainment right now, the world wants to hear more about good Christian conservative blue collar. Look at these shows like Yellowstone and the one with Billy Bob Thornton. What's that called? Landman. Yeah, guys, that's because we're the people that they want to watch. We're the ones with the story. And this is another great example of that. You see, Hollywood has descended. Everyone's here. They all want a piece of this. Yeah. It's for good reason. There's a good story to be shown. I think people that go to see the Melania documentary are going to be very, very entertained, to say the least. Awesome. Enjoy it in shows, guys. We can't wait to see it.
Thank you, Huey. Appreciate it. Good seeing you.
It's a pleasure. You still here with Breitbart?
Yeah.
We did one right now. Did you watch? I posted it. Yeah, I did it with, what's her name? Nutalena Catherine. That was it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm the one that filmed it over in
Oh, brother. Purdy, come on, Purdy. I didn't know you was here, man.
Yeah.
I really like everything you post.
You do?
I really do. I love everything you post.
Thank you.
You're like probably low-key right now that I've started looking and paying attention to it. The penguin stuff's one thing, but when you hit me with the DBZ stuff, I was like, this dude is reading my mind. Purdy, we went to Japan, and I was like,
how was Japan?
Bro, it was such a beautiful place. Charlie, just before he passed, he was blessed with the opportunity to get to visit there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was about the last place he traveled, and it was like a bucket list thing for him. God was good to give him the chance to get to go there and see that he was making a difference around the world. Not just here in America.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was really just, one of those things. It was just bittersweet. So when we were there, we kind of took it all in, but I was into the DBZ stuff, man.
Dude,
that's part of my childhood.
Very well. It's become part of the meme sphere, right?
Yeah, but if you don't get it, though, if you never watched it before, it's not nearly as relatable, is it?
No, it's not. It's
you
like
gotta know.
It's like a millennial thing, kind of.
I think it is kind of a millennial thing.
Kind of.
I saw Henry was on the list for.
Henry's here. Why didn't I bring him over and he'll do something with you?
Oh, that'd be
I
great.
don't know why he already went in the back though. Everyone's like very quiet. I feel like this is a very exciting, fun
They're
thing. I
starstruck.
think people should be.
Yeah, I think people are nervous maybe. As we've got to clear the carpet at this point.
You're just fine. Absolutely. I'll get my coat on. Pardon me, Bruce. You ready? Anything we left on the grounds? Okay. I was just going to say hi to Brad. I'll catch up there.
The care that this family has for their roles, how they are devoted to working for the people. That's what they care about, really.
Thanks. We have to clear the carpet.
Are you going to bring me back? Is that possible?
Yeah, one question.
Okay, Mr. Ratner, I'm with NBC News Today Show Daily News. Nice to meet you. What do you say to people? What do you say to the people that have been critical of this film, and it's not even out yet?
He became an expert, and then he, I think it only drives more interest. I think there's, we're in a world where there's like we're really split. So I think people are spreading a lot of rumors, but I tell people watch the movie.
Secretary Lightman, can you describe the First Lady in one word?
If you
Elegant.
and if you love the movie, just talk about it. And if you don't like it, I guess you can talk about it too.
And then in case you don't come back, what about Rush Hour 4? What is going on with that?
Oh, I'm about to start prepping, and I'm very excited. It's like a dream come true for me. Jackie and Chris are like my brothers, and for me, it's like a reunion. It's the greatest. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. You have no idea. Thank you.
Timeline for this?
I'm going to probably be shooting in the summer, coming this summer. After this, I started right away.
And then what is this series that's coming out along with the film? I'm confused.
There's
What
a
is-
3-part. So the movie comes out in theaters. It's going to go on streaming in like a few months, and then there's 3 more episodes of stuff that's not in the movie. So it's a whole new, like a 3-part series that's coming out. That's
Thank you.
just
Thank you. No, we have to clear. We've been told we have to clear the carpet.
We'll find
It looks like we just went through the first wave of the red carpet. We'll keep you updated as more people come through. It looks like they just cleared the carpet for somebody. We'll see who that is.
I'm pretty good. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, folks, it looks like the White House press pool just rolled up, so we could be seeing the president here shortly. And in the meantime, you can follow us on Twitter, Breitbart News. You can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, like and subscribe. Folks, we're just going to switch the battery here really quick, so we might go black for a few seconds, but we will be right back.
Honestly, I don't even care what we use. Just like, because at the end of time, it'll be the same. Just like something, like a couple of shots back to back.
Great. Tell him please drop that to my boss.
I don't know. And he was one thing where he honestly was because he was trying to show his constituents around in town for Mardi Gras stuff. I was like, I'm shocked that he's so tired of it. Like, this is not off on you, but like, he knows these people. He knows these people. Entertainment recruiter, reporter, correspondent, and yes. Treasury Secretary.
Here comes Victor Ness, Melania Trump's father.
Oh, wow.
Oh, excuse me, sir. Could I get an interview with you briefly?
Later.
No, now is the only time.
Yeah. Melania's father. They're about to walk in.
Yeah, that was Melania Trump's father, folks, who just walked by. So we can probably expect to see the president and the first lady here soon.
And maybe their son with them. You think the whole family will be here? You think Ivanka's coming?
She has so many dresses that just she's at her house just Saturday, and then she was dragging the together. Ready? And now the whole house is.
They're coming right now. Right now. They're coming right this second. Right now. Safe flight.
And here come the president and the first lady, the star of the film, Melania.
Hey guys, we got all this. President. Yes, it is. Hey, can you guys, we have presidents coming right now, the First Lady. Yeah, can you guys please let the producers know that the President and First Lady are walking the black carpet right now? Yes, I can hear you.
Folks, you can't see him right now, but President Trump is here with First Lady Melania Trump. They're about 30 feet away, making their way towards us.
Mr. President? Madam First Lady?
Thank you very much.
It's very hard to choose the many careful what? Fashion. So I'm very proud of you, and it's not easy to do this. It's not easy task. Coming for you, right? Coming for we're with Amazon. Yeah.
Mr. President, what's the likelihood of government shutdown?
Setting records, you can like to do that. There's a good chance there could be some bipartisan support.
It's not going to be.
I don't know. Right now in the process.
Any progress with Senator Schumer on the DHS?
Well, I have a very good relationship over the last couple of days with Senator Schumer. We're working on trying to get it started. We'll see what happens. It's in the process.
Mr. President, Amazon paid $75 million to pay the market. It's an exorbitant. Many Americans think that this is maybe just illustrating what it should be and call it an act of corruption.
Mr. President. Mr. President.
I've been trying to get there for a long time.
Pulling back immigration enforcement in southern Minnesota.
Mr. President.
See you tonight. First Lady. No offense to you, I'm not going to ask political questions. I'm going to talk about this amazing woman that brings this amazing film. We're going to see you two interact like never before. I heard from the director.
We love to see that. I'm not sure I'm thrilled with that. That's very good. I got to see it for the first time the other night. It's really good, glamorous, very glamorous. We need some glamour.
We do. Well, you're bringing that back. What do you want the country to know about your amazing life or amazing person?
Can you get my mark?
99% of the states never tell us the country.
It's on the handle.
Serious person. Speaks many languages, but that's the least of it. She's doing a great job. She's very popular with people.
Fred John told me that she's very influential, more than most folks might think. Not really. So How true is that? How much are you talking to the First Lady when it comes to policy? Not about better than family, but about the country.
Really a historian, interesting. She knows a lot about the history of a lot of different countries, especially this one. And she's very influential. She's somebody that I count on. Speak to a lot of people. And I listen to some and I don't listen to others, but she's very influential. You'll see that
Mr.
tonight.
President?
I think you'll see that.
Mr. President.
Thank you for the presentation.
Mr. President?
That sounds like fake news business. No, you're not moving. He's in. How do you think January 2020? They got the election wrong. They get a lot wrong here at times, President.
What day will you be announcing your backyard list? Tomorrow morning. And do you know who you picked? And
I'll have to go to work. No, I'll be announcing the Fed chair tomorrow morning.
Mr. President?
How do you think January 2020
I think that legacy is very strong right now. The safest country, the strongest military, doing better than we've ever done before. It's going to be a great legacy.
I would love to talk
Mr.
to the First Lady.
President?
It's her night. Can we do that?
Mr. President?
Mr. President. Talk to Melania since it's her night.
Mr. President?
Great friend of ours.
Mr. President?
Are you let's talk about this film. You're talking about the director and good friend of ours, manager Mark.
Well, I'm looking at the whole thing, but you know, I have a great feeling. I like both of them very much. It looks to me like one is very much a monopoly if they're able to do this. So we'll see how it all works.
Mr. President?
historic night.
I think they're going to see glamour that they haven't seen before. And I think our country needs glamour. You understand glamour
And
better
show the
than
people
most.
what it takes
But
becoming the first lady
they can
again.
understand
From
glamour.
the private
A lot about
sector
the beauty and the pageantry. We haven't seen it in a long time.
Mr. President. A lot more than most.
Well, we're going to see. I think we're going to have peace.
You weigh in on that
We're
real
going
quick?
to get the peace done.
Well, I give you
Could you
Mr.
tell us a little
President, do
bit
you
more
believe
about
you'd
your
be the man you are today if you hadn't met your wife?
That's an interesting question. I better be very careful with it. It's a very dangerous. He's asking me a very dangerous question. I think she's really been a great help.
It's a red carpet. What are you
She's
wearing?
done a great
I forgot
job.
to ask.
Very
Tim Cook
respectful,
said that he had
very smart, very measured, very measured. Sometimes when I'm not so measured, she measures you. But no, she's done a great job and very, very influential in terms of the administration. Yes.
And Mr. President, with
He's asking me
everything,
very dangerous.
I asked your husband if he would be the man he is today if he had never met you. What do you think?
Well, we will all be in different places, I guess.
Mr. President, Tim
We
Cook
like.
said,
We do like the way it worked out.
Correct.
Mr.
And
President,
Mrs. Trump,
Tim Cook
what do
said
you
he
want
had a
Americans to
conversation
learn
with
about
He
you
did.
first
on Saturday
yourself
night that
in
was
this film?
went very well. I
Well,
wanted
they
to know a
will
little
see
bit
the
more about the
transition
details
from
of that
private citizen
conversation.
Well, it was not much of a
First lady.
conversation other than he
They
said
will,
that he'd love to see
experience
peace,
what my
but I want to see
intense
peace.
schedule
I think maybe
is,
more than
what I
anyone.
need to take
We've done a great
care
job. We've closed the
of
border. We've
and
stopped
from the
crime. Crime's
family
at an all-time low in the history of our
family
country,
liberation,
and that's
my
only because
business,
we're
my
taking criminals
philanthropy,
out. We're taking some very
establishing
bad people out of our
discipline,
country.
and hiring the staff
I want to see
from
that
the
also.
security
And Mr. President, what do you say to those
So
that are
I
critical
hope they
of the
will enjoy
fact
it.
that
Do you
Amazon
think this
paid
film will
$40 million
change the minds
to
of
acquire the
non-Trump
rights of
supporters
this
and maybe
movie?
garner the
Well, I think
president
they'd
a
have
few
to
more
go and
fans?
ask President Obama, who got paid a lot of money and hasn't done anything. So I think they probably have to go because if you take a look at others, they've been paid a lot of money. But this is somebody, Melania, who really produced, and she's done a great thing. This is a very important piece of work.
And what do you hope people learn about your wife after seeing this film?
Well, I think they knew she was smart, but perhaps maybe they'll get to see something that elevates above just the word smart. She's got a lot of high quality.
And you have an entertainment background yourself, creating several hit shows. Did you have any sort of creative input on this film? Did you watch any of the screeners in advance?
I
Or
really had none. I saw it for the first time 2 nights ago. I loved it. I thought it was really great. But it really brings back a glamour that you just don't see anymore. Our country can use a little bit of that, right? You would know that, right?
Can you tell me a little bit more about the split off on the Department of Homeland Security on the avoiding shutdown?
Well, I think what you're going to see is
You will know by the time this movie's over what's going to happen. And I'll be naming the Fed tomorrow morning. I've chosen a very good person to head the Fed. I'll be putting that out tomorrow morning.
Are there any details you can share about the extension?
I think for myself,
Mr. President, what is your message to the tens of millions of Trump voters on this film about the First Lady?
That she's a very smart person, very influential person, and she cares about the country, loves the country, just like Breitbart does, actually. And she's done a great job. Very popular.
Mr. President, and there's also been some leftist outlets already pushing negative coverage around this film before it's even come out. What do you say to that, and what can MAGA do to combat that?
You know, that's standard with these people, and you know, they like to do it. They lost an election in a landslide. They do whatever they can. But we have a safe country. We have a rich country. We've taken in hundreds of billions of dollars of tariff money. We've never been in a position like this. We're strong. We're financially powerful. We're militarily powerful. I built the military in my first term, and now we have a group headed out to a place called Iran, and hopefully we won't have to use it.
And lastly, Mr. President, this is today was your 10th cabinet meeting. Over the course of 4 years, Joe Biden only held 9 cabinet meetings. What does that say about the transparency of your administration versus the last administration?
And I had cameras in my cabinet meetings, all of them, just about all of them. And so it's very transparent. There's never been an administration so transparent as this. We had a good cabinet meeting today. We talked about the economy. The economy is through the roof. Prices are way down. Gasoline, $1.99 a gallon. It was $4 a gallon just a year and a half ago. So a lot of great things are happening, as you know.
Absolutely. And people are going to start seeing some relief with their tax returns coming in April.
You know, the great big beautiful bill just kicked in, and you're going to see some tremendous numbers. We have prices are down all throughout. You know, they like to talk about affordability. It was just a term that they made because, you know, but they're the ones that caused the problem. We inherited a mess, and the prices are way down. We inherited an open border with millions of people coming in. I mean, the problems that you have, the big problems that you have. Millions of criminals were allowed into our country through an open border, and we're getting them out. We're getting them out fast. They just announced today crime in this country is at an all-time low, and that was done by Democrats. They said that the Democrats just released crime in this country is at an all-time low.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you,
You guys
Mr.
are great.
And could I ask one to the First
Yes,
Lady
please.
as well? Madam
Breitbart.
First Lady, Nick Gilbertson, Breitbart News. I'm doing very good. How are you? What is something you hope that people, Americans, learn about you from this film, Melania?
This is like the good old days when the Academy Awards used to get ratings.
Live.
They don't get ratings
and,
anymore.
They will see what it takes to become First Lady again, to transition from private citizen to the First Lady.
What will she pay?
They will see a lot of my day-to-day
There's a good man right there.
tasks and obligations.
Absolutely. And this film is about the 20 days leading up to the inauguration. Just for you personally, what were those 20 days like?
Very intense, and you will see in the movie.
People really like it. It's very different.
All of it, what I need to do, planning the inauguration, running my business, taking care of the family, establishing the East Wing office, hiring the people, meeting with the security team, my philanthropy, fostering the future. So all is in the
It's a modern day history.
And Madam First Lady, just lastly, some outlets that are very critical of your husband and you, they've already been pushing some negative coverage before the films even come out. What do you have to say to them? And what?
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
And if they don't like it, they don't like it, and that's their choice. We did fantastic product. The film is very cinematic. It's beautiful. The director Brett Ratner was fantastic to work with. He's an incredible talent. He established an award-winning team around it, so that was really positive. The music it's great. Everybody will enjoy
It's been an
it.
amazing
Absolutely.
run.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
This is the first of several.
Happened on the border. We have a closed border.
I have many ideas, but nothing is in the works yet.
Can you tell us a little bit about the money? I understand you're donating to a couple of charities, some of the proceeds.
Well, I already have Fostering the Future scholarship program, so many children are already in it. So that is my mission as a First Lady.
But we're going to see what's happening. Springfield is not a happy place with what they did.
So
Springfield, I love
think
Springfield. Springfield,
children
Ohio.
need
It
our
won
help,
Springfield,
and
Ohio, but
that is my mission.
during the
And
Biden
do you
administration,
think, do you have a favorite
they did
scene
great
in the
damage to
movie that
Springfield.
you're showing us tonight?
It's very hard to choose. They are all my favorite.
Madam First Lady, what aspect of your life are you most hoping that viewers might be surprised to learn in the documentary?
It's a confirmation.
They will see day to day what my life is about,
with
how
influence, a
intense
woman
the
who
schedule
understands our
is, what
country,
you need to take care
comes
of.
from another part of the world, but understands this country
I
very
think they
well,
will
understands the world very
enjoy
well.
it.
So you're going to see
It's very
somebody
cinematic.
What does
maybe
Baron
they
think of the
know,
movie
but
so far?
I think most
Sorry?
people
What did Baron
understand
think of the
this is a very
documentary?
smart
He
movie
loved it.
with
Yes.
influence.
Does it feel liberating to tell your own story?
Sorry?
Does it feel liberating to tell your own story after years of lies and smear campaigns? If you can tell your own story.
Yes, I'm very proud
little
of
bit
it.
about me,
I'm very
not
proud
so
of
much about me.
the film,
You know me pretty
and
much. I'm an open book.
it's
But you'll
very
learn things that
cinematic,
are very
and all
interesting.
of the
And
scenes.
it's a
they
beautifully
are
shot movie. You
my
see the
life.
most beautiful scenes.
Well, I wanted to
There's
dance
a
to
great
Billie
glamour
Jean.
to
I wanted
this.
to get up and
I was
dance.
saying
Okay,
when
so
I
I
left,
love
because I saw
I love
it 3 days ago for
Very,
the
very
first
good.
time.
Madam First
There's a
Lady,
great
do you
glamour,
feel your life
beautiful
is
glamour,
representative of
and
the
you learn
American
it's about the White
experience?
House, it's about our
Sorry?
country,
Do you believe
and we
your
need a
life is
little glamour.
representative of the
I like
American
glamour.
experience?
What was it like having Nicki
Yes, I'm very
Minaj
proud
in
of
the
I'm
Oval
an
Nicki Minaj is
immigrant. I'm
fantastic.
coming from a
She's
different country,
terrific
and
person. She was so nice. and she
it's
understands,
incredible.
what
You
we're
will see
doing
some of it in
with
the
the Trump
movie. I
accounts.
talk about it,
Helping
and
children
I'm very
grow up, where they're 18 years old, they're going to have a lot of money. They're going to be rich. And
Madam
she
First
got
Lady, what are you
it.
wearing
She's-
tonight?
She's been a supporter from the
Were there any
beginning, and I think
moments that
Nicki
you were
Minaj
hesitant
is
to
a
include in the
winner. She's
documentary?
fantastic.
I was not, because it was my
She is.
life.
I noticed that
and it is
myself.
my
She's a
life,
little bit
and they follow me day to
That
night.
comes with time.
We have some scenes that are not in the movie because
She's
we
a very
will
popular,
have
very
in a few
respected
months a
person.
docuseries.
you.
So
Who are you
people
with?
will see much more what is in the movie. We can put a longer movie.
Hi, First Lady. What was it like having those cameras follow you around? And what do you want people to take away from
Others are seeing it tomorrow or the next day.
It was my intense schedule, so it was like almost cameras were not there. They followed me, and as you imagine, they cannot take double takes because of all of the security and very fast tempo. So I think people will enjoy the movie. Thank you.
Well, I'm proud of her. She's done a great job. Something like this is not easy. And she comes from a faraway
I'm
country,
very
a wonderful country,
selective
clean,
when what I do,
beautiful, safe.
when I talk,
You don't
and
have
that is my
problems
choice.
like others
And
have.
I'm mission
She comes from a
action
country that's a very
oriented.
safe country.
We had a very successful
Good
first year in my
many
office
ways.
as a first lady,
But
and
it's
I'm
different,
proud
and
of
she's
her.
picked it up very easily. Speaks a lot of languages, very smart, understands what's happening, and really is a good influencer
And
of me.
to produce a movie, it's not an easy task. It's a lot of people involved, so
I would
to
say,
be in the production, it's a lot of work.
it's her views, it's her feel.
Well, you will see my daily life, day to day, morning to night, and but later on I was very involved in post-production in the studio as well, choosing the music to every scene, and also we have a special score, Melania's Waltz, in the movie, so I'm very proud of it, how we worked all of us together, the director Brad Ratner, he was fantastic to work with, a great talent, all of the producers, really a great team.
When I talked to Arthur, he said that
That's why I was going to real estate.
to his wife's show, and they really wanted to watch it. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, when I saw them, I just encouraged them to enjoy it. You know, it's incredible life. Of course, it's a lot that people do, and just to enjoy it. There are a few years that we are here, and let's do the best we can. Thank you.
Trump, how does approaching the second term, do you feel a sense of more freedom than maybe the first time around?
Good.
I'm very mission and action oriented. We have much more support. People, they are not turning backs to us. And we have many more people that they are willing to help. And it's very different than the first time.
She didn't care.
I'm not talking about legacy yet. It's too early.
Now they're all coming
Thank you.
and asking for help. We give them help.
Here in this film, we will see a lot of emotion, passion, grief, sadness, love. So that's the message to the viewers.
She's been very well received. This is something. I think you're going to love it. A lot of you aren't allowed to say what you think because you're editors, so the owners. But a lot of people do. I think you're going to really like it.
I can't believe how much she's talking. Why do you think it's important
Well, it's nice that she did that because personally, I think theaters it's a very tough business. Theaters selling movie tickets after COVID, and you look at it and you say, so I think this would be unbelievable streaming and everything. Theaters are different in a different studying financial papers where I say look at theaters and theater business. And I think it's pretty much a different. But she wanted to get it out so people could see it. But I see this as in terms of streaming and everything. I think you're going to love it. The glamour, the beauty, the whole thing is going to be something that I don't want to say especially women, but I think maybe especially women. They're going to love this movie. Thank you very much.
They follow me from what we with me, and you will see what I have to do and what I did from planning the integration to running my business, launching family, moving to the apartment, meeting with security detail, establishing the East Wing, hiring people that they need to work for me, but also they work for the American people.
Thank you very much. Who you all with? Who you with? We like who you like. Who you with? That's a good place. It should be good most of the time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. President.
This is Trump. That will work. I'm gonna She's cropped up. Crop it a little bit. It's giving crop. Yeah, pythons are different. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. No, I wasn't at all, but I'll take it. Yeah, I think.
I think there's a problem in there. We'll see. Oh, I see.
It's a collection of videos. So it takes a bunch of stuff.
You get any feedback from Ryan on that one?
They're still out there. They're still out
I did such a good job for so long. Alright, I guess I'm gonna go work on my filing.
I'm guessing that's the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody paid this comment. Hey folks, Nick Gilbertson here with Breitbart News. We just wrapped up the black carpet, or the red carpet of the black carpet here at the Trump Kennedy Center for the world premiere of the movie Melania, chronicling the 20 days, or chronicling First Lady Melania Trump in the 20 days leading up to the second Trump inauguration on January 20th, 2025. We spoke to a number of interesting people, headlined by President Donald Trump. We had quite a conversation there for a few minutes. We spoke about the film. We also discussed some of the economic points that are happening in America, as well as his cabinet meetings. He's held 10 of them already, compared to 9 throughout 4 years of Joe Biden's administration. So we talked to the president, we talked to the first lady, who said she wasn't surprised by some of this, leftist bias already showing through over the coverage of the film, just because of how they've treated her and her husband for so long. We also spoke to HHS Secretary Bobby Kennedy, House Speaker Mike Johnson, Dr. Mehmet Oz, who heads up the Social Security Administration, so we had a bunch of great interviews here tonight, folks, and we hope you tuned in and enjoyed.